Hello everyone, this is Cher from CHER&CHARLIES Personal Crafts. My little Charlie's not here, and he's still with my daughter Tiffany, and he's going to be there for a while because of the holidays. My grandson's home, and he just wants to be with the dog. So last time I saw him was Monday, and he's doing great. My daughter gave him a bath and a really cute haircut. I'll see if I can get a picture to show you, but this is a two-part video that I'm going to do. Also, please keep praying for my family because I have some illness in my family, and I'd appreciate that. So if you don't know me, you probably do know me, so let's face it, my subscribers know me, but if you don't and you're new, oh God, hello, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you stay. I like to do personal crafts. By that, I mean I like to make something for a person in, how do I say this? I like to make something, a craft, for a person in mind. Something that their colors or their desires or something that reminds me of them. That's usually my thing. I've been doing that type of thing for a long time. All right, so let's get to this video. My reasons, this is a two-part video, and this first part is for my dear friend Deborah Eprica. She writes to me all the time. I have a couple dear friends that text me and we keep in touch. She and Radha. So she inquired about the last Christmas tree and I'm very sorry I had to cut off that video, but it said that, and I hope it doesn't happen on this one, I was running out of space, and when that happens, it cuts my video off and I lose the whole video. So I didn't want that to happen. But in the meantime, I made a new tree. This is like the third version of that tree. This is the newest version that I made, and I'll show you the back, and I'll show you the bottom. There is 6 Django dark blocks on the bottom, and it stands very nicely. This is one of the sticks, which I'm going to try to show you how I made this one, and there's like all different ways you can make them. I love this. I gave the first one I made, which was from Blondie from next door, her version, I gave to my grandson. I am going to show you a picture of that on here that I tried to copy. It's not as good as hers, but it's pretty much like the one she made. Then I made another one, which I will show you a picture of also, which I gave to my grandson because I didn't like my first version. Then I made this version. And if you see on the back, I added these blocks. These little blocks, and I'll show you what they look like. And I don't have a lot of them left. Now these blocks helped me to center how, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm going to show you on here. I'll show you how, the best that I can. If you don't understand it, I don't know what to tell you, because this is, it takes a lot of patience to make this craft. I'm not going to lie, but it's worth it. I mean, for me, it's worth it. I love it. Maybe not for you. Okay, so this first half is going to be about trying to show you how I can do another version of the tree similar to this one, but I don't have enough of these little blocks. If you have these, fine. If you don't, then I'm going to show you how to do it another way. Okay, and also, before I even get started, I got to tell you this. So when I realized how much I love these little wooden trees, I went to Dollar Tree immediately and said, I got to go get some more Django blocks. And remember how they came in that little package with I don't know how many blocks? Well, you ready for this? It was like Christmas morning. Look at the size of this. It used to be about this size, half this size, for $1. Look at the size of this. The tower game. The tumbling tower game. How many pieces? 72 blocks. Cheryl felt like it was Christmas morning, and I'm not kidding you. I bought 2 of them for $1. Okay, I got 2 of them. Okay, so they come, and it's unbelievable. The smaller one was $1, and now they made the bigger version. And I was like, thank you, Jesus, because it saves me money and I get to make my trees as gifts. So it's just what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to stop this and I'll be right back. I'm really going to try to show you this the best that I can. So I already glued, I used the tacky glue. You can use wood glue, tacky glue, the Gorilla Glue, because it has this, it looks a lot better than the hot glue. The only time I use the hot glue is when I put the little Christmas balls on there. Bulbs, I'm sorry. I call them Christmas balls. Okay, so take a good look at how I put these together. If you look closely, I have the same space between the front and the back. If you don't want to do it like that, I lined them up like this. That's why it was great to have these little squares, but I don't have any more right now. See these little squares? They would be perfect. I'm going to put you down more. Okay, so let me try to get you close so you can see. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let's do it like this so I can see what you're saying. So if you have these little blocks, it makes it a lot easier. So pretend these aren't stuck together. Let's take these all out. All right, so this is how you would do it if you didn't have them glued together. I go like this, and then I take another block like so, and it kind of makes a little square so that it's angled just like a Christmas tree. Okay, and there would be your block in the center, but you don't need the block. Okay, you don't need the block. So that's how it would kind of look. Just pretend like there's a block in the center. If you don't want to do it that way, I'm going to show you something else. Okay, if you don't want to do it that way, and this is all you have, and you don't have these little cubes, this is what I did. You line them up like that to make it look like a Christmas tree. There's a little block in the center. You can see the little block in the center. So what I do is I take my pencil and I run it down where I want it to glue it together, right there. And then I pick it up, got my line, and this is where I'm going to glue it with the tacky glue. I like this glue. This seems to work pretty good, but you can use any glue you want. So there's your line. You add a nice amount of your tacky glue, smear it around a little bit. Okay, and here's your other Django block, and there's the line, and you're going to glue it, and it's not going to glue for a while. Don't use the hot glue, just kind of smear it around a little bit and hold it for a little bit till it gets some type of adherence, but this is what it should look like. And you put it right on the line where the pencil was, okay? So it looks like this. It's kind of half and half, like you got a block here and a block at the open space at the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to be very careful, and I'm going to sit this down and let it dry. So I'm going to do it again for you. We're going to line them, make a little tree like that. Hold on, let me get some block. All right, so you're making your little Christmas tree. I'm going to try to get it so you can see it. Like this. You're going to do it like this. And you see the little block in the center. Okay, so it's angled pretty much. It doesn't have to be perfect, but try to do the best you can to get it angled right. So you put your little pencil in there, and I'll show you. This is where I want to glue it, the second block, and it's going to look like this again, once again. So you'll know where to do it just by putting the glue. I hope this is helping you, Deborah. It takes so long for this glue to come out. Sometimes I pounce on it real hard and then it'll come out. Here we go. Get a nice little glob of glue. Take your block, line it up to your line there, the pencil line. Hold it because it's not going to hold right away. It's not hot glue. Just kind of press it together for a while, making sure it's on that line, and I hold it together with my thumb until it's kind of sticky like this. Okay, so get a good look at this, and then we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Okay, now it takes a little bit for them to stick. Wow, we're too close. Okay, so now you got your two pieces. Actually, mine are over there drying, so they're dry. Okay, let them dry maybe, I say an hour. You don't have to let them dry that long. So now we're going to form our Christmas tree. You can do it without a backing, or I'm going to show you how to do it with the backing. Okay. Just line them on up. Make your little Christmas tree. Sometimes it's like a little puzzle, and I confuse myself, to be honest. No, that's not right. See what I mean? Sometimes I'm confused. No. Like this. I don't know why this one's not fitting in the way it should. See, it's a little bit off, but play around with it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but nearly perfect if you want a nice looking tree. Okay, so let's just say, here we go. So there's your tree. Now the next thing you can do to make it easier on yourself is I used these. Next step is a popsicle stick, okay? So you can take your popsicle stick and lay your blocks on there so you have something to glue them to, okay? I don't know why these aren't lining up the way they should, but let's try to do this. Something's just not going right here for me, but you get the gist of it. You can lay them on here and glue them on here if it makes it easier for you to do, okay? Like this, okay? And you got your tree. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see. All right? So you can hot glue them down double pieces at a time until you have your tree. Now, if you want to, I'm a terrible teacher, aren't I? If you want to, you can paint, which makes sense. Paint it the color that you want. Your little Django blocks, you can do that when they're, after you have them halfway glued together, like I do 2 at a time. And I use this. I don't have much left, but this paint is the kind I have on the tree here on the front, or you could do this color, and I'll tell you what they are. If you like this satin acrylic paint, multi-surface, and it's called Seaweed. So but you can get any color green that you want, okay? Any color green that you want. Now for the base, when I paint my popsicle stick, this, and she used truffle too, Blondie next door. The truffle's a nice color. Now the bottom blocks, I didn't even bother because they're pretty close to a match. If you want to paint them, fine, but I wanted it to really stand nicely. So look, perfect. I gave it a nice base so it's not going to fall down. You could put some little lights around it or put it on your give them as gifts, which is what I'm planning on doing. But this one, baby's mine, because I gave 2 away to my little grandson. And, you know, so you can paint them first. And I paint the stick first with the truffle. I ended up painting that first, and then after that was painted, then I laid down my Christmas tree, like so. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. I laid it down. You can hot glue it down, and if you notice, like I said, they each have little kind of blocks. So I wished I had more of these little blocks, because it would make it easier, like for the other ones, so that you can really have an easier time with it. But I'm sorry, I don't have any more of these. But if you see them in the Dollar General and you want to make these trees, get them, because it'll make it a lot easier for you. All right, now this is, see, I'm already at 15 minutes. All right, Deborah, I hope this helps you, but because she is such a dear friend, I am going to mail her one. I'm going to make her one. Just be patient with me. This one I want because I want to show it to a lot of my patrons here where I live, and I want to my friends here, and see if I can sell them, I hope. And I also want to get, they're really time consuming, so you have to have patience to make these. But like I said, I think they're worth it. I think they're adorable and make a wonderful gift, and you can even sign them on the bottom, which I plan on doing if you give them to a gift to your friend. I just love it. And you know, or you can sell them for $10, $15. It's a lot of work, so I would probably charge $15 because it's tedious. But it's for me, with my nerves and all the things going on in my family. I have a sick brother, I have a sick sister-in-law, their family, and some other members of my family are very ill. I have to keep my mind straight. So this is therapy to me. So I hope this helps you. So you got your stick, and then you put your Django blocks. I can't see what I'm doing here. And make yourself a little tree. And I would, maybe if I have time tonight, I'm going to, with part 2, I am going to make Mike's Christmas wreath that I promised. I didn't promise him, but it's my gift to him. Giveaway, was it giveaway Monday or Tuesday? I have the wreath all ready to go. This part here was the beautiful gold ribbon that I had left. This part here matched perfectly, and this was some old tubing that I had for $1 from the Dollar Tree. I am going to wrap it with ribbon to cover up the imperfections, and I have flowers that I'm going to use tonight, and we're going to do that. So I will return. And when I do his wreath, I'm probably going to speed up the video because I'm already at 18 minutes. So I shall return, and I hope that helps you, Deborah. I am not a good teacher. I'm trying, but these little guys are worth it. So hang in there, everyone. I'll be back. And I forgot to tell you, the little Christmas balls are these little beads that I bought some time ago. Now I'm going to use the little bit larger beads. I use the larger beads on my Christmas tree, but you can use the smaller ones like this. Oh, my finger's doing good. It hurt for like 2 days. There would be the blister, and I didn't pull the blister off. I just let it heal. So thank you for caring. It wasn't a big deal. I kind of acted like a baby, but I'm okay. And before I get off here, I want to say one kind of serious thing. If someone shows you who they are, I said this to you before, believe it. And when someone does me really wrong and really hurts me deeply, when I know the kind of person that I am, I don't go back. I don't go back for more, ever, because I've been through hell my whole life, and I don't plan on going through hell anymore until the days that I have left. So remember that. I'll be back. quickly, I wanted to tell you that the other color I used for this side of the Christmas tree that I forgot to tell you is Waverly Chalk Paint in Celery. So that's another color. But like I said, you can use any color green that you want. So here's the wreath. And before I speed it up, I chose this beautiful ribbon with the gold, rose gold, gold, gold. And I'm going to wrap it around the wreath to cover up some imperfections. And I pulled out all the colors I'm going to use, some scraps in my closet, little bags of scraps. This is a possibility, but I doubt it. And just pull everything out that you think you might want to use and go for it. Get your glue gun on, wire cutter, and let's get started. Hello everyone. Okay, this video will be ending abruptly. I don't know why, but I will be back for part 2 to finish Mike's wreath. We have to finish it and show you how beautiful it turned out. I will do it on video and show you every step I made. God bless you. I'll pray for you. Please pray for me.